I've been excited to do it. You've been waiting for it. I've been wanting to talk about our season 5, how it turned out, how it went for us. Stick around. I'll tell you everything that went down. So, 2018 started with us shutting down a super successful second location that we had in Florida, having a bunch of unknown around us. We had management that we thought was key management in Springfield, and it turned out that they weren't the right fit. They wouldn't have worked for us even if we were here, and things were kind of crumbling around us. And we pushed through, shut down shop in Florida, came back to Illinois, and we just went from there. A bunch of unknown, a bunch of uncertainty. I remember the feeling of when we were coming back. I just knew we just had to go. And that's how we kind of started the season. It ended with us having our biggest year ever, winning awards, building a better team than ever, and coming out of so much unknown extremely strong and just moving forward and pushing forward together as a team. So the way I got this season started, the way we got this season started, is we planned. We had a plan for, and this is when we still had management in place in Springfield. We had a plan for how much marketing we were going to do, how many employees it was going to take to hit our goal. We had $1 million goal in sales. So we knew the employees, the marketing, so that's how many people, like what positions were involved with these, our monthly goals. We had all of this stuff kind of planned out. And this was all set in motion, showed PowerPoint presentation to our management. And when that crumbled and we're going back, that was kind of what, I'd already known this plan. This was in my head. I just put it on paper to share the vision with the team. And I took what I knew was a fairly strong formula to hit the goal that we're wanting to hit and shoot for that goal, and we just took it and ran with it. So that's kind of one of the first big things that when we came back, we started basing all of that, and we started rocking and rolling with what we had. So this was probably the year, the big things, some of the few big things I'll go over right now. Like, this is the year that we started hiring and working on building a team and hitting those struggles that everyone says they have with hiring people much more aggressively. We started doing group interviews where we would bring anywhere from 4 to 16 people to the shop at one time, sit them down right here with tables and chairs and some magazines and drinks to look at while they're waiting. And you were first come, first serve into our office, working through this interview process so we could see more people quicker and put names with faces quicker and try to build this way of gathering people for a team, because we knew we needed a certain amount of people. We knew we needed them to be as right, the best fit we could make them or get. And so we pushed and we pushed and we hired and we hired. And sometimes we hired when we didn't even need, because we knew, you're going to ebb and flow. Some people are going to work out. Some people aren't going to work out. You're going to keep one. You're going to lose 5. I mean, it's how it goes with hiring. And with all of that being said, something we started looking for off to the side that has played into our winter services and what we've been doing this fall is we started asking people about other things. What are their experiences, And one thing we're really hitting hard on was wanting to find people with interior experience. So doing painting, drywall, flooring, things like that, things of that nature, so we could sell another service during the winter to keep these awesome employees employed. So this was definitely the year of really working on building a team, really working on hiring, really getting through that process and making it something that is repeatable, that we do all the time, that we're constantly hiring, we're constantly interviewing, even if we don't hire, so we can keep that pool of people, that team building in the right direction. The next thing we did is we marketed like crazy. This gained us attention. Attention's what you need to grow. We spent a lot of money. Spent a lot of money on AdWords, spent a lot of money on Facebook, and it's all paid tenfold. We've had more attention than we've ever had. We've had more leads than we've ever had, and that's allowed us to grow. And we've still been limited in what we grew because we were so picky about what came in. And it still allowed for a ton of growth. So the marketing, it was this year we took it to a new level of how much we were doing. We're on Facebook with everything all of the time. We hit on every single aspect we could to push us forward, gain us attention, and it's done amazing things for us that have allowed us to, get us the attention where we get to service enough people, where we got best landscape designer, best landscape company in Springfield. And it's just been an awesome year, and so much of this is contributed to the marketing. So the next point after the marketing, one of the exciting things this year that was really close last year, but I pretty much handed off all maintenance estimates, fertilizer, mowing, things like that, probably a lot of mulch. All maintenance estimates to the office. They took care of all maintenance estimates and all maintenance scheduling, all maintenance billing. That was a huge thing that allowed me to get involved in more sales training, more sales information, more conferences, get me more time so I could go out and be a better salesman for our projects, our other things, just be a better leader and salesperson in general for our team. So that was a huge thing that has opened up more time. And I'll tell you right now, the 2019 goal is to hand off all of the landscaping and landscaping design and all of that as well. So kind of to sum all of this up, it was an awesome year full of crazy, crazy things that never thought could happen. Bigger months than we've ever had, wilder jobs than we've ever done. And we learned, we learned so much so quick. We had to push through adversity on this season. We had challenges. We had people that didn't think we were being realistic with what we wanted to do. And we were able to, not gonna lie, failed and hit my goal, super upset about that. But we were able to go over 900,000 this season, just over 900,000. It's been awesome. That's from 445,000 the year before. And everybody that watches these says it's not all about the net or the top line revenue. It's about the net income, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. But to build what I want to build, there needs to be a lot of revenue to afford a lot of those expenses. You can't expense your business to death and expect it to grow. And for anyone who wants to do anything, if you want to have a one-man band, a huge company, I get it. It's fine for everybody. A lot of people push into like the bigger size company and they talk about how low the net and the profits and things like that are. That's 100% true. And that's because, you can't go from being a small show and not having an office staff and doing all these things like that, maybe like 500 and down, 250 and down. You can't get those kind of profits and those kind of returns on your business when you're pushing through and there's all this training and this building an office, building a big team. There's people that work for you that are no longer producing actual labor. They're just managing the labor. And there's going to be a big shift when you push through that 500 to $1 million plus mark of, the profits are going to suffer. But we're not worried about right now. We're worried about the future. So, guys, awesome year. Finished 17 at 445. Finished, the office is cheering. I have no idea what they got going on. Finished 2018 just over 900,000. Yes, we fell short of our $1 million goal, but I'm still happy with it, and that just makes me so much more fired up to go out there and kick butt this season. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to do one of these every year from here on out. Keep you up to base with our story, show you what some of the things we're doing are, and hopefully you can pull something from that, pull something from some of my mistakes. Try not to have super, super expensive mistakes with hiring management like I did this spring. Huge fail right there. Whoa, man, that burnt bad. Cost a lot of money. Guys, you got to keep going. You got to keep kicking butt. Talk to you soon. Have a good one.